Ciao, I'm Mary Ann Esposito.
你好吗 Martin Yan.
And today it's riso.
米饭
That's it, real fast, real fast. Come on, get that baseball arm moving.
Oh,
Let's-
Okay.
Okay.
Non c'è ketchup.
No. Già vedi, mi fa la foto.
Basta?
Sì.
Sono molto delicati.
Molto delicato. Grazie a lei.
Grazie Mariana, grazie a voi.
You know, my mother's favorite leftover sandwich. Come on, you're Italian. Isn't this beautiful? Look at how pretty this is. It's delicious. How do you like that? I think you're great. And now we're ready to do the twist. So, looks gorgeous, smells wonderful.
I use my hands.
I love this woman. Okay. Okay, you go ahead with that. Okay, I am so lucky to have you in my kitchen today, Martin. You know what? Because people are wondering, why is Martin Yan, a Chinese cook, in an Italian kitchen? So we're going to tell them.
Yes, of
Chinese
course.
food, Italian food, very similar. Are they not?
Yes, definitely. Not only the food, the cuisine, but also the culture, family value, and a lot of things.
Appreciate good cooking.
Yes.
And we eat rice. We eat pasta.
You eat pasta?
Yeah.
I eat noodles.
You eat noodles.
But we both eat rice.
We both eat rice, and today we're going to show you two rice dishes.
You know, a
right?
lot of people don't realize that rice is the main staple for more than half the population in the world.
Of the
Look
world.
at these physical specimens. This is the result of a rice diet. I just celebrated my 88th birthday. I look good.
Right, you look great.
Rice
no
diet.
makeup. Okay, let's tell them what we're going to do. First of all, let's talk about rice. Rice is really a grass, isn't it?
Yes.
A grass.
Actually, there are 4,000 varieties of rice. Why the wild grass? Most people know about the long grain rice.
Right.
You see a lot of Chinese restaurants use long grain rice.
Yeah.
Fried rice, you use long grain rice.
Long
this
grain
is
rice,
jasmine rice, similar to Basmati rice.
Okay.
Very fragrant. And this is also long grain rice, except this is brown rice.
Yes. So it hasn't had the bran and the
Right.
germ taken
Right.
out. Okay.
And this is medium grain rice. In Japanese sushi bar, they use a lot of medium grain rice, except
Okay.
it's a white medium grain rice. This is short grain rice. All of these rice are used in a variety of dishes in Asia.
Okay.
And also use a lot in dessert and all kinds of things. And rice in Chinese is called mi.
Me.
When it's cooked, it's called fan. So
Fan.
that's why in the beginning I said mi
Mi
fan.
fan.
Mi
Okay.
fan. Mi fan. Rice and cooked
And in
rice.
Italian, it's called riso.
Riso.
Riso, okay.
Riso mi fan.
All right, so you're going to use one of those
Yes.
rices, and I'm going to use this rice. This is arborio rice.
Arborio,
This is a short grain, starchy rice, the rice that you need to make risotto. And today
Yes.
we're going to make risotto.
Slightly sticky, but it's very, very nice, very fragrant.
And you're going to add a little kind of Asian twist to the arborio rice. So let's get started, okay?
Okay, of course.
And for those of you who want to buy arborio rice, you can get it in the grocery store. You just look for the package that says arborio rice, and that's what you want to use. Okay, Martin, I'm going to heat up some butter
Okay.
in my pan right here. What are you going to do?
I'm going to also heat up this.
Okay.
In the meantime, while you heat up the rice, I'm going
Yep.
to cut up some vegetable.
Okay,
for you.
yes, for me,
Okay.
because it's my kitchen, so we want to do my vegetables first.
Of course. I'm going to get some flavoring.
All
I'm going
right.
to get some ginger.
Now watch this, because this guy's faster than the eye can see. All right, 6 tablespoons of butter, Martin,
tablespoons. I'm
go
gonna
into a pan.
Peel my ginger
All right.
with a spoon.
You know, Italians use a lot of ginger in their cooking, too.
Oh, yeah, that's why there's a lot of, you know, food brings people together. Cooking brings people together. That's
Yes,
why
it does.
we have been together for a long, long time.
A long time. This isn't the first time we've cooked
No,
together,
yes,
is it?
yes, yes.
So it's wonderful to have you in the kitchen again.
Peel it.
All right, so you've got ginger, and
Yes.
I'm melting my butter, because what I want to do first, Martin, is cook the onion.
Yes.
And you know, risotto is the kind of dish where you really have to stand there and watch it. You just can't move away. So when the butter is melted, then I can put in the rice. And you want 1 small white onion for this, finely diced.
Finely
so
diced is
in that
good.
goes. And I'm going to cook this down. Go ahead, you can do the...
And then in the meantime, I'll show everybody how.
Yeah.
I minced ginger. I peeled it with a spoon, and I just go, ha, it's already
Oh,
minced.
my God, I
and
told
go,
you it was
ha,
faster.
oh, it's already done. And finely minced, this is how you finely mince.
That's how I do it.
This is already minced.
That
now, in
looks
fact,
great.
a lot of the time, you can also use this too. Now, I always tell people this
Yes,
is good.
this
You
is
use-
great. If you don't
You just
have,
go like this.
if you don't have the speed of Martin in your arm,
No, this is just as good.
Yes.
What I do is I just go, everything is right here.
You like to
very,
hit
very
things
simple.
a lot,
Yes.
Martin. Yeah, you know.
And then we put it right over here.
Martin, I'm ready for the veggies.
Okay, now
Okay,
I'm
yeah,
going to cut up some
okay.
veggie for you.
All right, so you see, I've got, if you cut the onion up, if you've got it really minced fine, it's going to soften right away. You don't want it to brown because this risotto you want to keep on the
Cut up.
blonde side. Okay,
Some
so
veggie.
we want some, you've got some peppers for me.
Pepper,
Yellow, red,
yellow, red,
and some zucchini.
some zucchini.
And that's going to go in right
Yes.
after you have that all together. I'm going to
Yeah.
get it in here. Now,
Yes.
with this, you want to make sure that when you cook risotto, you do it in a heavy, heavy pot. You want this to hold the heat, so you don't want to do this in a skimpy aluminum pot. So I'm using a copper pot, or if you have like a cast iron pot,
Smells great,
that
smells
would be
great.
good too. All right.
I'm going to show everybody how to remove the seed from the bell pepper.
Okay,
Seesaw, 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 seesaw. Done.
Okay, watch this. I'm going to do this, Martin. I'm
Yes.
going to pour the rice right in.
Oh,
Look at that.
perfect, perfect.
Okay.
Beautiful.
That was 1 cup of our arborio rice, which goes in. And the reason now that we're frying this
Yes.
rice, your fried rice is going to be a
Like-
little different. But
like
the
you
reason we're
toast it,
frying
yes.
this is so that all the grains will stay separate.
Definitely.
Separate, because we want something at the end that's creamy and fluid and flows off the spoon. That's called al-onda.
Alonda.
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 Okay, okay, you got it. All
Now, the
right.
great thing about doing this is learn how to cook and also learn how to
speak Italian and how to speak Chinese. How do you say, have you had rice today?
吃了饭没有？
C'est la famille.
吃了饭没有？
C'est la famille. Okay,
Yes.
I'm good. I'm really getting there.
And then cut it up, set it aside. And then zucchini. This will give color contrast. See, what makes a dish wonderful is color contrast, texture contrast,
Yes.
and all kind of contrast. See, already cut up.
Beautiful. Okay, now give me
Yes.
that. I'm going to put that
Yes.
over here on the side for a minute.
Yes.
Because the trick to knowing when to put the vegetables in is to listen. Come here, Martin.
Yes.
Listen. You hear crackling?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
You're toasting like toasting the rice, yes.
When you hear crackling, that's when you can add whatever vegetable you want to add. So now I'm going to put your vegetables in. You notice the rice is not brown. We don't want the rice brown. In go the veggies.
Beautiful color.
Okay.
Look at the color.
Gorgeous. Now you can start on your dish.
You like?
Tell them what you're going to make.
You like hot and spicy food?
I love hot.
Good.
I like
This-
Szechuan.
This is Sichuan. This give a little touch of Sichuan. This is jalapeno.
Little
I
jalapeno.
remove the seed.
Yeah.
I remove the seed. And I remove the seed. And then I slice this up also. I'll give it to you.
Okay, that's
Oh,
good.
this will give a little kick.
This is going to give
Little
it a
kick.
great
1,
little
2,
kick.
3, 4,
Okay.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All
And
right.
then a little kick. And then
Okay,
ah,
okay. In it goes. Okay, huh, okay.
That's
All
that's
right,
very good.
so veggies are in.
Very good.
And now,
Beautiful, beautiful.
what we do, you're going to start making the minted rice
Yes.
dish.
First, I have some rice here, which is already cooked. When you cook fried rice,
Yeah.
always cook the rice ahead of time.
Okay.
Okay? Just use 1 portion rice to 1.5 portion water. Use long grain rice or basmati rice, or you can use arborio rice too.
Okay.
And then I'm going to get some mint. I'm going to chop some mint because it's mint flavor. I have some beautiful mint leaf.
Beautiful.
I rolled it up, rolled it up, rolled it up, rolled it up, and I slice it. Slice it.
Beautiful. Okay,
Okay.
while you're doing
I
that,
chop it
Martin,
up.
pay attention now because I'm going to add wine.
Oh.
I'm going to add wine. I'm going to use a nice Pinot Grigio.
Oh, that's a
Pinot
beautiful.
Grigio from Umbria. So I'm going to put about 1/4 of a cup. I don't measure anything, Martin. You just throw it in.
That's the way to cook. That's
because-
the way to enjoy cooking.
That's
is
right.
to use your instinct, common sense.
That's
yes.
right. So now I'll know when I need to add more liquid when all of this rice absorbs what I just put in. That's the trick
Beautiful
to risotto. You don't want to add all the liquid at one time, so that means you've got to stand here and you've got to stir. So we added some wine, and then in this pot, I've got some chicken stock that we have heated up.
Yes.
So it's just warm. And the reason you want it warm is so you don't bring down the temperature of what you're cooking. So this process is going to take about 20 minutes to do, to make a classic a risotto. So I'm telling you, it's looking beautiful with all these vegetables
It
in
smells
here.
good. You
Yeah.
should be here. It smells wonderful.
And we could use other vegetables in this if you wanted to. We could have put bok choy in this,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
We could have put snow peas in this
The
if we
idea
wanted
is
to.
to give that nice color contrast.
Right.
And texture contrast.
Okay, so now, what are you doing next?
We're ready.
You're ready. Okay,
we cut
go
up
ahead.
the vegetable, and the mint is already chopped up.
Okay.
And then the rice is ready.
Okay,
so
go
everything
for
is
it.
ready. And
All
then
right.
how about some chicken?
Chicken.
You can use roast chicken. This is poached chicken.
I've
And I
seen you
press
do
this.
chicken
now,
before.
If you don't like the skin, all you have to do is
Peel
remove
it
the
back.
skin.
All
Peel
right.
it back, save it, and then here I have a piece of chicken. Cut it up, and then I cut. Set it aside, cut into little strips like this, and I put it aside, and I cut into little strips like this. Cut it like
Very
this.
good.
In fact, in China, not only they use just one knife, they can actually use two knives and they go.
Oh, can I try that? Let me try.
Of course,
Okay.
it's very fast. Whoa! Oh, one dangerous lady.
How's that?
I'm gonna give you a hand.
Okay, good.
Smells good. It looks marvelous.
Doesn't it look nice?
Oh, it looks marvelous.
And you see how loose the rice has
Yes.
stayed? That's because
Yes,
we're
yes.
adding the liquid a little bit at a time. Okay, now going on to this dish that you're
You know
making.
what? Just in case they don't have this, you can use raw chicken. Just chop it up the same way, okay?
Okay.
And
But
then
it
in the
has to
meantime-
be very
Yeah,
fine.
nice and fine.
Okay.
And then in the meantime, put
Yeah.
a tiny bit of oil, heat up your wok, put a tiny bit of oil.
Yeah. And the
beautiful.
wok should be hot,
Yes,
right, Martin?
nice.
Okay.
Nice and
Okay.
beautiful. And then make sure put some ginger and garlic and chili if you want.
This is
Whoa.
going to be good.
Yeah. And then put a tiny bit of egg if you want. Put a tiny bit of egg.
A little egg goes in?
A little egg goes
Okay.
in. Oh. And then the rice.
Everything's very fast.
Very, very fast. This is what you call the original Chinese fast food.
Yeah. And you
Beautiful.
So the egg is like a scrambled egg you're doing. You mix it up. Mm-hmm.
scrambled egg. And then put a tiny bit of the leftover chopped
Vegetables that I had in my
yes,
dish.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
This is the leftover. Thank you so much. Allow me
That's
to
okay.
use it. Look at the color. Same thing.
Okay.
Look at this. Beautiful.
That is looking great.
And then, oh, beautiful.
All right, I'm going to keep adding more
Yes.
chicken stock
And
to the
I can add a
risotto.
tiny bit of that too.
Yes.
Now, when I do fried rice, I have never used wine. Can I have some wine?
Oh, sure. Here.
Yes.
Would you like a little?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you call mint flavor wine drunken rice?
All right. Just a drop.
Just a drop. Tiny bit
Okay.
of mint, chopped mint, which is already chopped up.
That's looking really delicious, Martin.
Beautiful color. You
Yeah.
see, color contrast. Look at how beautiful this
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
It smells good. This smells good. This smells better. Whoa. Put a tiny bit of pepper. Okay.
Now, what I want while I'm watching you, here's what I'm
Tiny bit of
learning.
salt.
That for Chinese food, the preparation is everything, right?
Well, just like anything.
You get everything ready ahead of time.
Yes. Good food takes time to prepare. That's always.
Oh, that's looking really, really good. I wish I could do that with my risotto,
Oh.
but that's not going to work. Okay,
Beautiful.
now.
And then finally, add a tiny bit of oyster flavor sauce or soy
Oyster
sauce.
sauce.
All soy sauce. This is beautiful. Beautiful.
Did you put jalapeno in there?
A tiny, tiny bit,
Yeah,
not
okay,
much.
All right.
You know what? My dish is basically
Done?
This is
I'm
Chinese
still
fast food.
stirring. Well, mine's going to take about 10 more minutes, I would say, Martin. You see how we're coming along
Oh,
here?
it looks marvelous.
And the best way to know if risotto is where you want it is, of course, to taste it, you see?
Taste
You
it,
got to
taste it.
taste the rice. Because you want it to be al dente. We don't want it to be hard. And I know that this has got, about 10 more minutes to go because the rice is still hard, right?
It's going well.
It's going well.
Smells good. Tastes
Got
good.
nice flavor, though, from all of the vegetables. So this is the point now where you're going to serve this?
No, we're going to put a tiny bit of
the chicken.
I love the chicken.
All
The chicken
right.
is already cooked. You can
Chicken?
use the roasted chicken. You go
Okay,
to the store. You don't
leftover
have, yeah,
chicken.
or leftover chicken. If you don't have
Yeah.
time to do it, you
Yeah.
can go to the store and buy some roast chicken. This is
okay.
beautiful. You see, it's already done.
Done.
Now,
Okay.
to make it really nice and beautiful,
Beautiful.
what I'm going to do is Chinese love noodle too. Pasta noodle.
That's right.
This is noodle.
Well, you know,
this cellophane
you
noodle.
know, there's that old argument about was pasta invented in China? You know?
Yes, Marco Polo said, please pass the noodle, pass the noodle. That's
Well,
what
we're not
all of the
sure that
pasta.
that's true.
Let's
No.
check. We have some hot oil here. Check
Yeah.
it out. Now, the way to do it is check with your chopstick. If it's bubble, this is very, very fast.
If
If
it's-
it bubble, you see the chopstick bubble?
Yes.
that means it's hot enough.
It's hot
so
enough.
So you put it in.
Okay.
Oh, very fast. Whoa!
And those are beautiful, that is. Those are just rice noodles.
Yeah, rice noodle.
Okay.
And then you pick it out and put it on the side. Look how beautiful.
So it just takes a second, really.
Takes a second.
Oh,
Look at this.
beautiful.
The great thing about this is you can do it ahead of time. You don't have to do it in the last minute, okay? Beautiful. And then,
Okay, so this is going to be...
this is going to be beautiful.
This is the garnish for this,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, this is garnish. Look at the rice.
Gorgeous.
Now, the great
And
thing
see
about
how,
this...
how it stayed separated.
Yeah, that's why it's so wonderful. Of course, this is the first time I use wine in my fried rice.
Well, see, added a little Italian
Yeah,
element
little,
to there.
little touch.
Yeah. Why
This is
not?
beautiful. Look at this. Now we make it little mount like this. Little mount.
Now, would you add any? Would you serve it with soy sauce on the side or anything?
No, actually, because I have oyster
the
flavor
oyster
sauce.
sauce.
Okay, and then we will garnish it to show everybody.
Okay.
Here is the little.
Phew, I'm still working on the
Whoa.
risotto.
Look at how beautiful this is.
You're all done. I'm still going here.
No, I'm helping you
All
out.
right,
Don't
yeah,
worry.
Okay.
Oh, look at how beautiful this is.
You know, Martin, you've made this so fast you could actually get on a plane and go somewhere.
Yes,
You
yes,
know?
yes. You know what? The great thing about this is, just like I said, sometimes great food doesn't take too long to cook.
No, if you know what you're doing.
That's why you have to really enjoy cooking. And then, you know, the great thing about this is
Oh, how pretty
people
that
cooks
looks.
together.
That's the
Stays
most
together.
fun.
Yeah,
That's
the most fun. Cooking is a wonderful hobby for anybody.
And I think that's the philosophy of the Chinese and the Italians, that they
Yes.
appreciate food and that food brings people to the table, like we were saying earlier. So you're
We're
going to put a
gonna
little
get
mint
some
in there now?
beautiful mint for garnish. Look at this. Now, look at this.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Ah,
Okay,
you know what?
fantastico, as we say.
Fantastico.
Fantastico.
冇得頂 in Chinese, 冇得頂 means fantastico. 冇得頂啊。
冇得頂. Okay,
Yes.
I'm still working on my thing.
You know what? Sometimes some Chinese also will serve the rice like this. So now, you see this?
Yes.
I'm going to put this over here so everybody can take a
Beautiful.
beautiful look of this beautiful rice like this. And this is another way of serving it. This is how I would do the mint flavor fried rice with a little touch of wine.
Well, okay, okay, now
Smells good.
we're almost there.
You see, mine is done.
Yep.
It looks good,
Okay.
but this looks fabulous.
All right, we have to do one more thing.
One
We've
more
got to
thing.
put in some Parmigiano. So this is Parmigiano Reggiano.
Oh, nice cheese. It smells good.
So we
too.
stir this, and you see how
Yes,
nice
yes.
and creamy this is? This is what I meant when I said the Venetians call this al onda. It has to be on the wave. So you get that all in, and then we put the last thing in.
Last thing.
Saffron. Saffron.
Oh,
that
this is
gives
expensive
this,
stuff.
Yeah,
It
very
also
expensive.
Give color. Give
it-
color and
yeah,
flavor.
Yeah, you need 250,000 crocus flowers to make 1 pound of saffron.
Whoa, that's why it's so expensive.
That's why it's so expensive. Okay.
Almost ready? Almost
We're ready.
Can I help?
Yeah, get it.
Okay, let's put it out.
Get out a dish. Okay. Let's get it over
Let's
here.
put it over here. Then I can.
Okay, let's turn it this way so that they can see it.
Yes, beautiful,
Look how
beautiful.
gorgeous.
Oh, amazing.
And you see how loose
Yes,
it is.
yes.
Which it should be.
Yeah, so it doesn't stick.
That's it.
Whoa, beautiful.
Okay, I want to give you a taste of that, Martin, just so
Yes,
that
yes,
you
yes,
know.
yes, yes, yes,
This is
beautiful.
the classic risotto. Go
Yes,
ahead.
classic
I don't think you
risotto.
can eat that with chopsticks, can you?
You're gonna challenge me, right?
Yeah.
I will challenge you. You see that? See that?
Yeah, okay.
Mm.
Good. Okay.
How do you say delicious in Italian?
Delicioso. How do you say that in
Delicioso.
Chinese? How do you say that in Chinese?
Hosek.
Okay,
Hosek.
hosek. All right, now what I want you to do for me is
Yeah.
bring up that rice that's next to you.
Yes.
See the basmati?
Yes.
We're over here. Get the
Okay.
basmati. Okay. I'm going to drain out some vegetables that I've cooked.
Okay.
Potatoes, carrots, and squash.
Oh, beautiful.
So all I did was dice all those vegetables. I got 5 carrots. I've
Okay.
got a couple potatoes, a yellow squash.
This is, you need to cook rice, right?
Yeah, but we want to show people that
Okay.
this is what we used, basmati. And you know,
Basmati, you soak them?
soaked it first
Yes, you
because
soak
then
them.
it's a lot simpler to cook. It doesn't take as much time.
Definitely,
So
soak them.
soak it first.
Yep.
Put it in a pan, cover it with water, and this is what you come up with.
Nice is
And this is
beautiful.
basmati, natural brown rice, probably one of the finest brown rices there are. You know where a lot of it is made?
Healthier, too.
Healthy. In
Healthy.
Texas, Texas, they grow brown rice.
Oh.
Okay, so now we need a
The
bowl.
Lone Star.
And we're gonna take these veggies.
Yes.
And they're gonna
Put
go
them
right,
right here.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this wonderful little tool.
Can I help you?
Yeah, you can do
Okay.
that. Okay, get
Okay.
that all ready. You wanna smash that all up. And we're gonna add some butter to this. So we wanna make this kind of rich tasting. So we're gonna add about 3 tablespoons of butter, and you need some butter to grease your pan. So you want to put this in like a 9.5-inch bake dish, because you're going to do this in the oven. So you get this all mixed up, and then we have, again, you can use either Parmigiano Reggiano, which is a cow's milk cheese, or you could use a pecorino cheese if you wanted to. All right,
Beautiful. Look at
really
this.
smooth. Get it really smooth. We're going to add some milk. It's a 1/2 cup of milk. Get that going. This is really a delicious dish because you have all these vegetables in here as well as the rice. We give this a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. That's good. Now we can fold in this rice. Okay, Martin,
Beautiful, beautiful.
let's stop for a sec. Get the rice in.
So this is really nice.
This is a
This is
real-
one dish meal.
This is a
Yeah.
wonderful dish. All right, and it's healthy. Okay, you can stop.
Oh,
I think
beautiful,
you like that
beautiful,
tool.
beautiful.
All right, now
I love the tool.
we put the cheese in. Why don't you mix that all around and get the pan?
Okay.
And we have a pan that we're going to put this in. Your oven is on at 350 degrees.
That's why I always say cooking and food brings people together.
Right.
Brings the family together. The whole family can get involved.
Right. Okay, now
Yeah.
this is a great side dish for
Yeah.
chicken,
Oh.
for fish,
And then
whatever.
Put it right here.
Right in here. Pack it right in. It'll all
Pack
go.
it right in.
Good. That's looking
Beautiful.
great. Okay.
Oh.
And you could put a little cheese over the top if you'd like.
Beautiful.
Some Parmigiano. And that's ready to go in the oven. So you know what? I knew you were coming over. So I made one for you. I'm going to put this one in, and let me show you what that looks like when
Take it
it's
out.
done. Yeah, got it right here. Okay.
Let's see.
It smells delicious.
Oh, it looks good. Nice golden brown.
Isn't that great?
Sensational.
Okay.
Amazing.
So there you have it. Rice Italian style.
And mi fan.
Mi fun.
Good for cooking, great for drinking.
Yes, Pinot Grigio. Let's tell them what we made today.
Today, with both rice location,
Yeah.
we use rice and this mint flavored chicken rice with Pinot Grigio.
With Pinot Grigio.
Yes.
Perfect. And then I made the classic risotto, where you had to use the arborio, the short grain starchy rice, which is the only rice you can use to make this risotto. And we used the vegetables that you minced up and gave it a little kind of Asian flair. And then I showed you this torta di riso, which is a rice pie that we did with potatoes and carrots and squash, and you minced up and you ground up very fine.
And rice.
And rice. We used Basmati rice for this, a really nice natural brown rice. Well, you know, Martin, it's been a pleasure having you in my kitchen.
pleasure to
You
be
can
here.
come anytime.
Yes.
Chin chin.
Gambe.
Gambe. And until I see you nella cucina again, I'm Mary Ann Esposito.
I am Martin Yen. Zaijian.
Ciao.
Se io tutte quelle di là, se le metti di qua. No, c'è la staffa. Non ce la fai perché ormai si è schiacciata la staffa. Poi vai a strociare. Quando arriva al fondo, zitto.